Good morning. Oh, it was horrible. That was better. I didn't scurry. That was not exactly the order that I wanted to cast things, so we'll try again. Perfect. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Not the order that I want to do things, so we'll try again. Good, I misclicked my fucking W, boys. I misclicked it. Didn't mean to have free spells on, but that's okay. Try one more time. Nice. Very good. Very, very good. One more time and we're good. Oops. That's horrible. Ah, he came out of the sheep. Okay. Okay. Not too comfortable with that one because I push things in a different order than I would like to, so let's try again. That was not perfect, but it was pretty good. I need to push BKB sooner. Let's try again. Not bad. Why not E-Blade sooner? I mean, E-Blade and Boomerang, it's about the same no matter which way you cast it. Maybe it's slightly better one way or the other. But the only damage I would be missing is like a bit of my bushwhack, like a tad bit, and then I'm hitting them with my ulti. So it's more about making sure I press the buttons rather than protect. Why did I? I mean, I just like got confused because I moved to the shaker. I feel like I need to have like vision like I would in a game where I see the guy. Okay. Last time if I get it right. Oops. That's still like not the proper order. I need to blink. Need to blink, sheep, ult, BKB, boomerang, E-Blade. Okay. Dude, what is going on here? It's funny because I have it coded in my mind that QW are like the third buttons I press. So when I add BKB, I do it before ulting. It's really interesting. Yeah. The moment I add more hotkeys, my brain like fries. That's actually really interesting. Yeah, it's like, that's not perfect, but it's still better than not hitting the combo. Okay, that's not perfect either, but it was better. So I need to... Okay. Ideally, I would use my acorn shot before I E-Blade him. Yeah, that whole thing was just... It's crazy that I want to push these buttons before I ult. I just didn't blink. Okay. I think as long as I ult first, the rest of the order doesn't particularly matter that much. Dude, why am I selecting the fucking shaker, man? I do need to stun him before he comes out of the stun, though. That matters. That was pretty good. Okay, so what matters is that when I blink in, I ult first. Pretty good. Okay, I feel pretty confident. Why isn't hip shot used by anyone? I would say because 300 cast range is just a lot. Like, ignoring the other facet, like this this facet would have to be like insanely strong. And I don't think the idea of having a lower cooldown ulti is particularly that great because Hoodwink's all about bursting people in like the mid to late game, right? So you literally just remove your burst. My girlfriend is moving in with me in a month. Any tips or advice for someone who's never lived with their significant other? Well, I've made all the mistakes in the book, probably. You know, I currently moved in with my girlfriend now, like 4 days ago. My biggest tip is that there's no problem too small. It's really important to communicate anything and everything you possibly can. Because now you're having to coordinate your life with one other person, and it's inevitable that your needs will clash. That time you want to spend with her, or vice versa, will come at the expense of the other person. And it's really important that neither of you neglect your own needs in order to fulfill the other person's. So finding that balance is really hard, I think, but it's only done with a lot of communication, so. That would be my advice. Like, I would consider my girlfriend and I's communication to be very healthy, and, you know, there's still been some, like, talks that had to happen because of moving in together, you know? And I'm grateful we had them, but I think it will naturally add a tad bit of rockiness to your relationship, and if you try to, like, ignore the problem or act like it's not there, it'll only get worse over time. So basically deal with the problems up front, because they're going to happen, and deal with them as they come. I think that most relationships, I mean, I remember listening to a podcast from a divorce lawyer. I know you're not getting married, but it was a podcast from a divorce lawyer, and he said that every divorce is just 1,000 arguments that never happened. Face them head on and not dodge them. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing about it is that your problems are going to be more concentrated in a small period of time because you're living with a new person. So there's going to be things that pop up at a higher rate than what you're used to. And I think the first thing a lot of people do, including myself, is to be like, feel bad that your perfectly peaceful relationship became a bit tumultuous for like a week. And yeah, that's just to be expected, you know? It's just to be expected that there's going to be some problems. Can you mid? I suck mid. Thank you, sir. Marcy plus Don Borker. Pick stuns, he says. Ah, I don't like Medusa into Pudge. It's okay. I think I'm gonna skip the Sage's Mask this time around, and I'm gonna try to get an Null Talisman as soon as possible. We didn't see any Skywrath Mage at TI. I think it's just largely because he is countered by items, and in pubs people don't buy items that are counter him, and in competitive they do. I think Skywrath Mage is a lot about the offlaners that are good. And I think there's just better supports in general. But for pubs, he's definitely a strong hero, I think. That was a really good Monkey King pick. I was considering Monkey King carry, to be honest. Okay, I gotta focus up. I actually get to play carry. Pretty pog. Angolier is kind of annoying for Medusa here. He buys early defusal and runs at you. I'm not gonna take anything other than snakes, so. Ooh, how did they break there? That's so weird. That's such a fascinating way to break smoke. Nice. They got 2 kills, but we got first blood.
can wait for your items. Before Lotus.
Thank you. Medusa's a pretty stupid hero, man. What the fuck is that? How did it zap me?
Watch miss. Can be gate. Go fight Wisdom. Wait. One away stroll top. Help me.
Come.
Они все проебали. Я так не знаю.
I'm really low mana. Nice.
Брат, зачем? Надо было меня сейвить. Лучше бы тэпнулся просто. Куда? Ты скажи об этом, мы что, видим?
Я не
что
мог на
рядом
тебя
стартанул?
бежать. У меня 100 хп, я убегаю от Марс. Один спел, я
Я
сдох.
даже не знал, то, что ты рядом.
I'm dead. I was not expecting that. On ulti use. My axe is struggling, huh?
Did they waste it ulti?
Yeah, they use that.
Ебаная Марси, блядь. Секунд я тэпнусь, но у них ДБ ульта есть.
Марси behind.
Kill Marcy, how also. Okay. I'm gonna swap this blink. Triple stack on triangle damage.
God, CSing in our tower is so ass.
Возьмите блинк на Аксиум, пойдем покурим потом. just wait for it.
Smoke.
We'll try to smoke again. No need to die before.
Go bijam ih, pariem ir diffus.
What are they doing?
Marcy просто ману збить. Ну, братан. Рун, паверап. Дай ману.
You just wait for Medusa items, we can fight with them.
У них кнопок нет, можем их пиздить.
Можем, стаком. У нас тоже не особо кнопки есть. Я с тобой, если... Здесь Марси. Марси БКБ. Что-то демеджа я не наблюдал с моей ульты. За хуйня.
We're in top.
нажав на ДБ. Без ульта ДБ, го, парні.
Это как сможет?
Іди, біги в них на аксі. Го смок. Смоканите акс, побегите в них.
Ора.
Go torm, guys, go torm. Medusa, come on torm.
Yeah, I can be there. They're on the top.
Come to me, my green. I'll be taking.
Я йду.
I think this is good for us. Nice. Let's fucking go. Oh god, Dazzle. Touchdown, guys.
Nice. Go torma, можем заебашить.
Во.
Pretty sick plays by Pugna.
Ебать, если бы не Медуза парнем проехать бы проебался. Слава богу, он с нами, да?
Really feels so bad to watch these creeps today. At least somebody got them.
У меня мульт сломался, да? Почему он не работает? Cosmo хороший, have butterfly. Stuff, maybe. Или есть шмот перекачать. Скоро ураган будет, не туда.
Захід мене на пульде.
3 смока у Дазла. Я лечу, парень, нет, поебать.
Шана.
Long here.
Rosh is low.
Марс.
Гейтингу.
Я тапнулся. Я иду. Го, хороший, хороший снайпер. Бить их надо.
Marcy behind.
Save me, bro.
Не могу.
Не было его. Пойдем.
I think we just get out.
Еще один у нас.
Здесь пятером оказались. У них ни одной кнопки ебучей нету, надо просто саксом идти ебать их. Локда, надо на подвор.
Dude, I'm not getting the I'm not getting the attack speed one.
Похуй, там каждая шмотка на... Поебать, блядь, подкачать.
Almost have Scotty. I have Scotty now.
Не смокав. Вот не
Dude,
пушит.
go down the lane, you fuckers.
Maybe-
Arcane Rune Pango.
Never mind. We can fight maybe around war. Care, they still smoke. One Arcane.
Mm. Maybe we go through portal?
Does one meet. Coming.
Дазла убить просто за агр, парни. Самый главный таргет. Просто Дазла убить. Бежит просто на нас, как ебан. Разруби.
Да, они полные придурки, блять, я не знаю. Марси просто не входила в файт вместе с Пангалером. Просто меня, блядь.
Меня искали. И тебя.
Просто ублюдки.
Есть.
Файте уже без МКД, по-моему. Изи файт.
Ну, кто знает. НКД
Можем
есть.
убить Дазла. Тут же он в топе. Тэпнется.
Больше могу читать, панда лоу. Да. Но DB ульти. ДБ ульта подтратила.
Хорош. Go fight, парни. Нет ДБ ульта. Я отпушу мид, го у них. Он соло. Смотрите дальше, можем. Go, Марси покнем на БКБ. Беги. Можешь нажимать, только не умирай. Найс, дальше.
Кипус. Не могу. Не отходи от меня.
Соло.
Вариант у меня убежал.
Умная какая-то.
Ну да.
Райту.
Без БКБ. Мочь? Акс подбегает, парни.
Фар.
Not diving. Just mistake.
I think instead of Blink, I go Hurricane Pike. Yeah, I think a late game Hurricane Pike here is pretty solid.
Киши киши мяу мяу, киши киши мяу мяу мяу.
I don't think we lose off that because they bought back a bunch of heroes, but I guess we bought back Nature's as well. They're gonna get Aegis, I think. That's one problem you run into when you play Medusa, is that your teammates dive instead of fight around you, which is frustrating.
Киши киши мяу мяу.
Kishi kishi meow meow meow.
Кто там баялся, я не помню. Лучше с Дазлом, да?
Марси.
Марси разбавился, он играл.
Все баялось. Хуже баялось.
Не в гейте.
Фанга ботом. Соло. Small guys.
Я бы скадил.
Стаки. The fuck? The fuck?
Парни, вы проебали его.
How are we not like killing this fucking Dazzle actually? What is going on actually?
Ну точно я не покорен.
Hmm.
Просто как-то жиденько, ребят. Если даже убивать, то убивать, а прыгает, рубит его сразу.
Ну, ни разу даже.
Do I take Shiv or do I take Puric Cloak?
Dazzle тяжело заберстить.
Outworld Staff is not horrible against Dawn either.
Нихуя, просто на сберста нет. У нас есть топор.
Он нажмет в агре ульт и засейвится.
I feel like I can't ult until Marcy goes in.
Так мы его не
Do I go Shiv or do I go Outworld Staff?
Нажмет Грейв, нажмет
нажмать
стики, Дамбрейкер нажмет ульт, он выживет.
Shiv or Outworld Staff, guys. Shiv or Outworld Staff.
Vision где-то поставил.
I feel like Shiv is just better.
Купи БКБ на дузе. Тебе нужен БКБ,
Он не русский.
чтобы тебя не ролил. Дай БКБ на дузе.
Sure. I don't know where the enemy is.
I'm gonna give you Lotus in fight on this one.
Sure.
Don't be afraid of damage. Have two Lotuses. Да, добавь супер нищая.
Сделал килл.
Scotty, huh?
Ждем БКБ Медуза.
I thought they might be there, so at least I was kind of ready for that. I need ags real bad. Yule Scepter, huh? I don't think Shiva's does anything against their lineup. Because Marcy doesn't care about attack speed slows. Pango doesn't attack. Not sure what the Shiva's is meant to do. Huh, Budget's pretty farmed, huh? I think the problem is all of our farm is on me, while like their supports have like a ton of farm.
На Аксе просто прыгает, видит. Просто кайтим их. Я с концами прыгаю.
Марси на ульте.
Huh.
Full jump.
That's a fucking fast hammer. Fucking kidding me, dude?
Хорош.
I am so fucking slow.
Хорош.
Я быстро.
Что они делают, парни?
убьем.
It's gonna go top.
Похилим.
Дай варды. Поставлю.
Видите еще один форст?
I'll take the cheese maybe. Or after BKB.
Надо стакнуться, парни, с БКВ.
Я бот отпушу, не забудьте про него. Он гonna отпуш бот. Окей.
Oh my god.
Курьер. Курьер. Посвети.
Локотный. Два выебали меня просто. Почти я покидал.
Я оставлю героя.
Там
с
брейкер
перфикорой.
здесь.
I mean, I'm so fucking slow. It's
Да,
sad.
без ультов, надо ебашить, парни. Что хотите
Go.
делайте.
Maybe I should buy a fucking disperser instead of a hurricane pike.
Пазл.
Пинканулся здесь.
Нихуя не.
Бот отпушить.
Гемка вам несу. Вы на вижу, не смока разбились.
Нихуя не поделать. Но есть еще один смог. Я
тебе
просто...
могу, я тебе гем несу, выйдет. Я сейчас ёбну 1000.
Нет вардов здесь.
И не в топе.
Ну ложай, блядь, что за хуйня?
Офай.
Go. I should be the one that shows for sure.
Лоб, да, да?
Без дазла не слабые, парни, гоу.
Смог. Хакс.
я сделал это слово.
We didn't even get the fucking melee racks, dude. Fucking Christ. One bounty rune I have buyback. If you can get it, monkey. Ah, shit. It'll be there in 30 seconds. Dude, my axe is so poor. What the fuck? Oh, no. No, he didn't have his shard turned on, bro. Oh my god, he didn't have his shard turned on. I'm 50 gold off buyback. Huh. 16 gold. Doesn't even matter now. I'm supposed to buy back with 7 seconds left. Damn, we lost actually. That's crazy. I didn't think we could possibly lose that game, but I made pretty poor decisions in the mid to late game, I think. I think the Hurricane Pike was learned to be a massive mistake. That has to be a disperser. Because otherwise I just can't move. Like, that has to be a disperser or a swift blink. And then the Manta turns into a rapier, probably. Fuck, man. I learned a lot that game, though. Like, I learned that you can't go disperser or Hurricane Pike without disperser. Instead, I like went back for Boots of Travel, which sucks. I don't think if I played that game properly, we would ever lose. Or optimally, I guess. So yeah, this was where it went wrong. 35 minutes-ish. Yeah, you can literally see in the win-loss. Because I bought the Hurricane Pike. This could just be a BKB as well, and then I could sell the... Like, I go BKB instead of Hurricane Pike, and then I sell Treads for Disperser. That's probably the best route, actually. Yeah, that's almost certainly the best route. This Hurricane Pike should be a BKB. Yeah. Also, your starting overlay is gorgeous. Who made it? Man, it was a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but like a year ago. I can't remember the guy's name. I think it was a guy. Who made my overlay? I should honestly go look it up, but I don't want to do it now. Damn. Crazy game, actually. Crazy game. Yeah, I think if I went BKB, Disperser, Rapier here, or like BKB, Disperser, Ags, and then probably replace Manta for Rapier or something like this. That's a good game, though. I had a Deuce game against Nick's Anti-Mage. Felt impossible to play. That's a draft issue, my friend. That's like a single fuck up and you lose the game. But usually you can go like Manta, Butterfly, BKB. Like Manta, Butterfly, BKB, something like a Silver Edge. You just go no mana items. And you have to like go pure damage with BKB. You can go like BKB, Butterfly, Silver Edge, Swift Blink, like that kind of build. Literally just play mobile Medusa. It's like the only option you have, I think. Yeah, you cannot go Scotty against Anti-Mage. That's a lesson you only have to learn once. But yeah, in that case, like, you can't play Medusa the way that she would like to be played, which is like a frontline tank in the center of the fight. Like, you have to play Dusa in a way that turns her into, like, a BKB ulti hero, you know? So you have to play to kill as many people as possible within your BKB ulti. So in that case, you need to go, like, pure damage and mobility items so that you can put yourself in the middle when you want to. That's, like, how you have to play. Honestly, Blade Mail is pretty annoying for Medusa. You did realize and you got Swiftblink BKB? Yeah, that's a good adjustment. I feel like if you built the Scotty, it's probably already too late. But I think in the middle of the game, making that adjustment's good. How often do you get burnt out from Dota? This weekend I played a lot over the weekend and I don't feel like playing. For me, Dota becomes pretty mentally taxing, a lot based on the social aspect of the game, rather than anything else. These are all pretty similar ranks, so we'll take 2 support players and then I'll go offlane. I picked you so you can play support. Okay, so I have an Earthshaker 4. In that case, I have an Earthshaker 5. It's a yikes, a bit of a yikes. I had an idea for a build with Necro offlane that I wanted to try. Because I was failing with the... It was kind of like the carry-esque build, but I think I would like to try... Necro regardless with the build that I had in mind to see how it goes. Zeus Spearbreaker. Yeah, let's try it out. It's not particularly amazing versus those 2 supports, but... He is not responding. Guess I'll look at his items. You like to see a full room behind you? Yeah, it's not really an option, but the wall will be decorated a bit. Yeah, right now the wall is just blank. There's not really an option. This room's not large enough. Unless I were to turn the desk, but then the desk would be like up against a heater, which is what we discussed. I need to see what my Void Spirit's building. I don't know what he's building, so... I have a Medusa. We're gonna do this, and then...
Я не буду собирать урну нахуй. Нет, нет, не буду я собирать.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Ну я соберу, в чем проблема.
Actually, we're gonna go brace.
На Некре хочешь собрать?
Ну пусть собирает на Некре тогда.
Но ему 2 же написал это, он обратно пишет.
Kissy kissy meow meow, kissy kissy meow meow meow.
Вот смог.
Бля, не туда вард поставил, я ебал.
We're gonna lack stuns. Our only stun is our mid. I guess we have DK plus Hoodwink, which is and Void Spirit. Not bad actually. don't think anybody's gonna go pick that one up. Can you get that one on Void Spirit? I think Void Spirit doesn't speak English. Okay. He's gonna block.
ДК? Your exp.
Interesting.
Это змейка 3, блядь.
He really went for that. Okay, he did. Oh my god. Okay. Stop saying, reacting to every fucking thing you do wrong, BSJ. Doesn't help you. Okay, thank you, BSJ. I am dead. Not sure where he went, but he's very useful to me in lane, and it's sad that he left. Wow, that did enough damage. Not sure why that cam didn't stack, but it didn't. Fucking dead, huh? I literally can't lane 1v2, which just sucks actually. Like I actually can't contest the Luna when it's 1v2. That even potentially, because he can be aggressive on me and I have to back off. And that means that he gets free hits on me. Like I can't actually trade with him. I should just take a point in my W there though. I thought like against all their magic damage it was pretty useless, but I should have taken a point.
Mid. Мана есть?
Нет, базилка только.
Ебать, скажи что-то худвинг.
Dude, Zeus is fucking annoying, man.
Худвинг.
Да.
Сколько в тебе тестостерона?
Можем пиздануть.
Можем.
Че за таблетки принимаешь? Можем, конечно, можем.
А, ладно, мой. Спасибо.
Depressing.
Oh my god, Necro, my brother, you is do...
Готрайнем внизу, я сейчас степку нажму. У меня Медуза на фритом стоит в целом. Могу побегать вам помочь.
Oof. Uh-oh.
О, ну, кстати, задонайлся хотя бы.
Well, tried to walk into the neutrals, didn't work. I'm pretty triggered right now. That was a free kill on Luna if Hoodwink came, but he didn't. So.
Либо пассивка сработала, ебаная.
Sucks. I think my game's like literally ruined.
ПТ на силу.
Okay, so the realization is that you can't go stats builds on Necro offlane because you have no fucking move speed, and if your 4
Да,
leaves
у меня
even for a
почти
second, you
шестой.
just die.
Я миду подсосал бы эксп и
So that sucks.
отпиздили бы МК, он пассивку не сможет набить.
That's the
That's just
conclusion
them.
from this game. Can't go stats build on Necro offlane.
У меня тэпки нет все равно.
Могу доебаться в миде.
О, крипа увей.
Pretty depressing game.
Опять чуть-чуть не хотела. Ладно, я просто под твой буду продлевать и все. Он придрочился к этому топорику.
Like, I don't think there was anything I could have done in lane that would have
Мужественность
prevented
не
what
в этом.
happened with the items that I had. So that sucks. I honestly think I'm supposed to go Midas. I have to like hope I can recover from it. I'm gonna go like Midas into Vessel.
Не, ребят, по съебам.
Gonna go back to lane. Movement speed plus Sister Shroud.
Бля, надо луну ебнуть вообще, ребят. Как будто наглеет, пиздец.
I mean, this Luna is like actually a free kill, but nobody's gonna show up, so... Once we get DK Blink, maybe. Yeah, like... that's been possible for literally the last 3 minutes. So it's fine. Glad he showed up. I don't generally make calls when I'm playing poorly because your team doesn't usually react to it well, so... I'll just let them show up if they want. And I missed that.
А ульти нет. Бля, ну это пизда. Выйди, чтобы кота прозъебало.
Maybe I can still go Vessel. Damn, I wanted to keep that raindrop charge.
Снэк с формой, можно смог нажать, у меня дагер есть. Через 40 сил.
Да, можно еще раз луну выйти, поискать.
Do I go Vessel or do I go bots? Like I only do when I'm losing now. Honestly, maybe I just go Blade Mail. Maybe Blade Mail's better.
Да тут МК. Вот.
Feels really bad at TB like that, but there were 3 people behind me, so...
Можно смог веника ебануть.
Да можно просто веника сейчас побежать и ебнуть.
I really need to get some last hits there. Yes.
Go.
I think the best way for me to enter into this game is to buy bots, so I will buy them. Like otherwise I'll just never be able to show up to any fights. You're not dead?
Ну чтобы ни одного не убить, это пиздец, конечно. Все нового просто уходят.
I knew I was gonna get pinged there, but it is what it is.
Bro, go use ultimate. Go kill Venom.
I'll let you lead, sir.
А, мне похуй, я лучше с этим Некром буду играть, чем с вами. С ним стабильнее фраги. Точно умирают.
Oh my god, I didn't get the last hit. The wards got the last hit. I'm gonna go Vessel Is he really
Yeah,
not gonna
тут.
ult me on Zeus? Okay. I thought for sure I was dead there.
Go next kill.
Warded. Yes, Greaves on Venomancer, huh? I don't really know how to have impact in this game, like, without getting carried for the next, like, 15 minutes.
Нам бы мидака выиграл. Было бы классно.
Да, согласен, бро.
Потом у нас тройку просто стоит, качает на венике, нам будет что с этим сделать.
I mean, like, we had a lot of time to go on that guy, but we didn't.
О, еще раз тройку.
Okay, Vessel's pretty huge on Necro because it synergizes really well with your passive.
Не знаю, тип на баратруме от веника просто ни на шаг не отходит. Сюр ебаный.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play Mill. Or Glimmer, maybe?
Пайпу собирает.
Can't really walk forward in that lane, I think. Damn.
Бедный негр.
I'm gonna go Blade Mail into Glimmer, I think. Maybe Blade Mail into Pipe.
ДК, Луну.
Oh my god, I didn't have my
Что
shard
Луна
delivered to me. That sucks, actually. If my shard got delivered, then I could have probably gotten out there, because I could have sharded to Medusa. Sharded.
600 хп снять могли мы.
Не, крипов ебашит до БКБ.
Yeah, I mean, the laning stage was just a disaster this game, so trying to recover from it for a while. Nice. I mean, the thing about the Spirit Vessel on Necro is by Spirit Vesseling somebody and being near them with a Q, they usually take half their health and damage. Which means you can obviously Reaper Sight them from there. That's generally why I think it's like a really strong item on Necro.
У нас хай скильный дэмэдж, у нас дэмэджа не хватает.
Maybe this Luna will be as stupid as I was the other time where I Axe-ultied on a Blade Mail and died.
Как же им похуй просто. Чё ульт этого Луны залетит еще? Да, я верю. Там типы муваются, у нас нет, Алаки.
Medusa.
I'm running. I mean, I'm actually getting pretty good Reaper stack charges. I'll probably go pipe. Do I go pipe? Do I go pipe? I at least buy a casual cloak, that's for sure. Problem with pipe this game is it's so bad with Medusa. It doesn't do anything with Medusa. It does a lot for the rest of my team though.
Короче, ждите моего БКБ, можем смакануться.
Ёбаный рот, мы уже, блядь, сколько времени ждем.
Ну, дружок, блядь. Если бы я не умирал, у меня
Like
бы
he's
все
got it
было.
thrown.
Так ты и так немного раз умер.
Yeah, I mean bots are really good on Necro when you're losing, honestly.
У меня герой нищий.
Because you can
Пару
just
смертей
bots
я
in and
выпал до конца.
ult people.
Чё?
Можно бот открыть? Тут ТМК.
No! Oh, I almost killed him with the blade mill though. No BKB on Luna, no BKB Luna.
Я не знаю, ну... Тебя на вейсе первому надо идти, тебя
Nice.
с пулов убивают. Все доджишь.
Honestly, the fact that
Да,
Luna
ему
had to
умирать
BKB
надоело
just
просто, ты
to
не понимаешь.
deal with my blade mail makes the item worth it for sure.
Ладно, ребят, еще, видимо, шмоток подождем.
Um,
Нас же Медуза, правильно. Качаемся, выиграем.
honestly, it's a pretty damn good hard game. They don't have any vessel, right? Oh, they do have a vessel. Fuck.
Не знаю, там...
Yeah, I need to. I
Сейчас
just need to
все
go
ауры
BKB.
купит там, типа, на веники и пойдем пиздиться с ними. Да, все правильно. ДК это хуйню не скажет.
I just need to go BKB for sure.
Кроме
Да,
случая, когда
а
скажем.
он хай скилл. Но нам далеко. Далеко до него.
I'm looking, Hoodwink.
Да ты доджишь, ты не понимаешь. Визумку контролить через 2 минуты. Сейчас МК сюда подойдет, смотрите.
Huh.
Вот это вайп, ребят. Охуенный.
I mean, we should not be fighting like this.
Просто на их виздом идти.
Виздом рано вообще идти, я
This
хуй
is
знает.
really bad. That Deuce is dying like this. This is so bad.
Что за...
I really wish I had buyback. I mean... This kind of speaks to the fact that if we didn't fight like
Он
this,
Зевса бегает.
that we would just wipe them. The most important thing is Dusa is to never show up to fights late like that. Like, if the fight's already done, just don't go. I've learned this. Fucking kidding me, bro?
Там глиммер, пайп. Бэк миздом. Забрал. Да.
Dude, Venom's so fucking annoying as a hero.
Я, конечно, эксперт, у тебя дисперсер на дузе, там веник, диффуза.
We smoked like the
Просто
entire game. I
закайте
feel like we
это
have. I feel like we smoked a bit.
Как ты можешь не эксперт, ты же хай скилл. Не говори так больше. Там после ульты, там бара в кого-то бежит всегда. Смотрите.
Cancel my TP. I don't have TP for 30. Seconds on my TP.
Я, конечно, не эксперт, но ты, по-моему, доджить должен все это. Нет, ты не эксперт. Нормально, крипов. Они без ульты на луне. У нее сатан появился.
DK, can you be ready here? Okay, my DK left me. I think that was a free kill. DK was there. Which he was there, he just left. Full satanic, huh?
Да, ребят, как вам идея в Аегис не драться, подождать МКБ на Дузе и выиграть доту? Ну так.
А ты на перуанском это скажи, чтобы главный капитан наш понял. Я не эксперт, но я сейчас ебану кого-нибудь.
I can honestly consider going Greaves here. Because the mana is like insanely good for Medusa and the heal is good for the team.
Да ебать насрал хуйни. На гандон.
Да все.
Honestly, I might have to go just sheep stick though, because our only stun is DK, and he doesn't really seem to be ready to kill people inside lanes like I would want him to.
Так ты не эксперт просто.
But if I go sheep, I feel like I just die though, is the problem.
Не-не-не, МК на миду был, вард, наверное, стоит. Пора в рот бы перестать врать.
They actually gonna kill that guy? Holy shit, they killed the guy. I'm gonna go Lincoln Sphere.
Да, откройте бот, ребят, у меня формы нет. Не могу дальше идти.
Какая-то форма ему нужна.
That feels really bad that I don't want shot creep boys with it.
Ладно, я ебал. Всё, молчу, Spotify урубил дальше.
Да. Какую-то форму, блядь, подобрать. Он решил там, ну, в качалку сходи, заебал.
Where is creep wave? Did we already clear it? I guess my Medusa cut the wave. Monkey King stops, so that means I can't die. That's not real.
You stop. Типи
Мы
топ.
развернем. Ладно. Они креп пизданутые. Куда
Coming
улетают?
back.
нахуй?
Nice. Honestly, if I can be a debate in this game, that's like more than what I would expect to do.
Ты, по-моему, только руинишь там на ДК.
Да, извини, что руиню.
Да нет, там просто битва была, ты в ней не тянул. Не руинишь, просто не тянул там.
Да не руиню. Именно руиню.
Подкачаться надо чуть-чуть. Да. Я кинул Этериал, но там я просто
Why
в
TP
щепки
out? Because
разъебало.
I'm half HP with no BKB and they're
Там еще
chasing
манту
us.
потом пришлось ей нажать, это вообще ебнутая хуйня.
I politely say that's a pretty obvious TP out.
Суки.
No BKB on Monkey King.
Если на пачку выйдет, убьем кого-нибудь. Любой. Бля, ебаная обезьяна сейчас будет здесь прыгать. А вон.
Умом.
Okay. BKB ulti used. This is a pretty horrible Deuce ulti, I'd say.
Выйдите, ребят.
I think you guys just back. I'm dead, and Deuce has no ult.
Бэк, бэк, бэк.
I mean, if the Monkey King wants to die too, fantastic. Didn't press my neutral item. I have buyback. Is there any item I can buy that's like useful in these type of scenarios? Maybe just refresher. D has a lot of gold.
На нем же щит.
He's Falling Blade that? Or yeah, he's forced that out of it. Okay, and then I used ult. I mean, it's like a super short cooldown, but...
Тихо, 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 тихо. Да я думал, ты прыгнул.
I think I buy bots too first. There's like nowhere they can go stuff. I'm gonna buy bots too first. I'll let my other teammates initiate. I'm getting impatient during my goes.
Высший разум нашей команды.
So Spearbreaker charged top. I need to be careful.
О, Медуза, Медуза хочет забрать, смотри, Медуза хочет забрать. А ты забери, забери вот эту.
Question is whether or not I go refresher or something like Dagon 5. These creeps are fucking hard to kill, man. My hero sucks.
Блять, дура! Закрыл. Исчез, блядь. В рассыпную прячемся.
Бля, спасибо за помощь малоимущим.
Nice that I have this Lincolns because I can just spam my heal.
Хуёво.
I broke on somebody. Maybe I broke on the tower. My Void Spirit is
Все, ребят,
dead.
по съебам. Главный игрок команды у меня.
Бля, настолько нихуёво вижен решил поставить. Я думал вообще этериал кидать, не кидать, потом посмотрел, да, надо было кинуть, что-то дэмэджа у ДК не хватило. Бля, там макака до сих пор стоит, ебашится со мной, блин.
Rough. Void Spirit being dead is actually pretty huge. We don't really have catch for Monkey King if he's
Я
dead.
не знаю, меня весь файт просто на макаке сидит, пиздит, как вы дохнете.
We also didn't plan a ward during the entire
Да я
fight either.
лидера на себя катил.
Sucks really bad actually.
А, ну да, тебя же не было в файте, точно. Но мы проебали, кстати.
shouldn't afford it there because we're against Luna.
кстати. Ну, у тебя пиздец сейчас на Медузе.
I mean, Luna has a refresh reward.
Отдайте с другой стороны. Что боится?
Игрок это было.
Что за хуйня?
That sucks. GG, I guess? Huh. GG.
Ладно, проебали. Не, ну, тут, конечно, такого сосал.
Well, the bots 2 ended up being a waste because we never found anybody on the map. I feel like I'm really determined to make Necro work, and I just don't believe he's an offlaner, and I tried it again anyways. Like, I think he can be played mid and safe, but not offlane. And yet I keep doing it, so I should probably not fall for that again. What do you do when comms are like this? I kind of just tune it out, try to pay attention to the game. Not much I can do because I don't understand them. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the fights were me trying to be aggressive when it's honestly my DK's job, and I wasn't being patient to wait for him to do his job. And so I made every situation a bit forced because I was trying to initiate when it's not my job to initiate. So I either need to build to initiate or to let my team initiate. The problem with the build is that I don't really want to play by myself if I don't have Radiance, because I don't really farm fast enough anyway. So, like, the bots 2 feels kind of bad to, like, connect to my team. So the bots 2 was probably a mistake without Radiance. And then, Yeah, it felt really bad that they had a bunch of auras and we didn't have any. And so I don't really view Necro as like a good aura buyer. Like he, compared to a lot of aura buyers, is just pretty useless in the game. Did you know your teammate Garter started playing? Yeah, I've seen his stream. I've seen him streaming. You like to rush phase into Eternal Shroud? Phase into Eternal Shroud. Not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, this guy's a kid spammer. It's been a hot minute since I played Marcy because she always gets banned. Has been a hot minute. Lich Terrorblade. We're gonna try like the Ultra Helm Rush. Try playing without a stick. Might regret that though. Thank you, Cappuccino Assassino. Assassino. Can we have a recap on why you moved? I moved in with my girlfriend. So just progressing forward in life, I guess you could say. Dude, hitting 2 people with Marcy stun's quite difficult, actually. 6 wins in a row as Marcy Pog. Generally, I like to just level my bodyguard in a lane like Lich TB, where I just play for sustained CS and I can bodyguard my teammate if he wants to attack. I'm probably taking bodyguard level 1 and just playing for CS. They have Pudge. Man, there's so many Zeuses in pubs. It's actually crazy. Like, there's just so many Zeuses. Can't believe this guy actually walked out against Pudge. That seems pretty psychotic to me. Can Void lead? You have Time Walk? Like, why is my Void being scared? Whatever, dude. The entire point of Void Carry is that you can get out of shit so you can play in front of your team. Did we just get 4 bountied? We did, I think. Whatever. Oh, we got one? Nice. Oh, it's not Lich TV, it's Pudge TV. Cool hero. We can go on your next little shredder. Yikes. Sure. Okay, well, this is pathetic. I didn't want to go on the pudge there. It didn't seem like a good time to go. I feel like we're just fucking this up a lot. This feels like really straightforward to me what we're supposed to do. And it's just him not getting hooked, I think. I don't know where they are. I get hooked into some weird spot, I can just TP, I guess.
якийсь там степ.
Wow, I actually got him. Terrorblade used meta.
push here.
Smoke.
Wait my dagger.
Whoops. Fed him a lot of gold, boys. Fed him a lot of gold. That was weird. feeding. Okay. My bad. I thought that was a free punch kill because I thought I'd be able to jump on him before I died. But then I couldn't jump on him because I didn't have a creep. Whoopsie. Pretty big feed. Pretty big feed. My bad. Need to not do that again. Level 15 Kez all of a sudden. Aren't you supposed to use the Helm of the Dominator off CD? If I get a really good creep and I'm not having any trouble farming, then no, I don't need to. But like on a hero like Void, you'd almost always use it because the hero doesn't farm at all. Like on Marcy, you kind of farm. And you don't really need Helm of the Dominator to...
Go Tormentor, guys. Go Tormentor. Double damage storm.
My snap got not much. I don't know if we're enough. Fuck it.
Guys, Torment. Bonjour. Go rush, guys.
Rough life for our boy Kez. I was trying to dominate the centaur and then we like almost killed it before I dominated it, so and it didn't really serve much purpose. Lag. Ah! Poor creep. What's going on over here? That was a weird camp. Man, Marcy's W is so awkward. Uh-oh, am I gonna get hooked? Oh, no, I don't want to fucking call my courier. Jesus. I'm gonna go attack range. That's pretty nice on Marcy. Honestly, like, Marcy's talents are pretty terrible. I'm gonna clear this wave. Well, that sucked. Unfortunate. Hey, honey. How much did TB get for killing me? Only 1,500. It's fine. Ags, Mjolnir, Lincolns. Is this guy serious, dude? Okay. Well, Faceless Void is officially trying his best to throw it in. Bit of a mental reset is needed here. Any plus ones? The fuck, man. He's so fast, I land on a different spot. Terrorblade has no TP. Does Thunder go through BKB? I think you got your answer right there, didn't you? What is this fucking lag, dude? Ow!
Wait, maybe, guys.
What is this fucking lag, man? Anybody else lagging? Like, what is this? Yeah, it's not my internet. It's not my internet, it's Dota. I think my stream is fine.
Hit.
What?
Go bottom with banner.
Dude, what is this fucking lag, man? I'm not blinking in because a fucking void's gonna chrono me, so we're not gonna blink in. I'm literally not blinking in until he chronos. Hope I get cold embrace, so he doesn't have it. Maybe I was a bit over conservative that fight, but I just refused to blink it and get chronoed again.
Go fast.
Not again, dude. Oh my god. Not again. Who needs fucking Shen to do fountain hooks when you can just be BSJ and you can walk into the fountain? Cookied him in. That's pretty funny. Oh, nice. Another fountain hook for Fudge. Void survived because you got hooked? I don't actually know how that played out. This fucking fuck, dude. GG. Marcy's just an OP hero. Whenever Marcy's good, she's just way too good. We're gonna buy a ghost scepter ahead of time. Got him. Oh, I jumped in the middle for Void. Of course, that's just BSJ being the sacrificial man that he is. Sacrificial man, for sure. Truly a man of the team, indeed. Sencho BNS, thanks for the sub, my dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What was my win-loss today? I went 1-2 or 1-3? Went 1-2. 3 games only. I am generally going to be aiming towards playing less pubs. For the people that are wondering, I'm going to be trying to incorporate slowly but surely other things into my stream, like my classes on Dojo Plus. I'm probably going to be streaming them as an example. But the goal is to be doing content on stream that is not pubs. Right now, I don't really have too much lined up, but I've made the conclusion that 3 to 4 games a day is about as much as I can tolerate in regards to the stuff that I'm trying to work on. I feel like if I play more than 3 or 4 games, the stuff I'm trying to work on is a lot about like mentality, nothing to do with Dota itself. I mean, it does have to do with Dota, but it's not like Dota mechanics, it's mentality related. So the stuff I feel like I'm trying to work on, I can't sustain it for more than like 3 or 4 games. So I'm going to be trying that out, see how it goes. So for right now, the stream will be on less, but my goal is to come back to about the same amount of streaming as I'm currently doing, but to have stuff that isn't pubs on the stream. So that's the plan. You know, TBD on exactly what that stuff will be. But I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a heads up. Thank you, Han Yolo. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that if that's like the 4th or 5th game of the day, or if I've had like 1 or 2 really bad games that day, then I would have tilted like far more than I did during that game. And that's something that I don't really think I can set the example that I want to set if some percentage of the time I'm basically queuing / playing when I don't think I can set the example. So there's like, I think the solution is to hone what I'm trying to do rather than play more. So that's my current adjustment I'm going to be making. I'm just realizing that more and more what I'm trying to accomplish needs to be an iterative process, and I realize that I'm trying to go back to things I used to be doing as like a way to fill content and fill time. But I realize I can't really make good YouTube videos. I don't have the mental if I have a really, really bad day on stream. Like, I just don't want to do anything, and that feels really bad because I want to prioritize making content. So, yeah, I'm just realizing that a lot of my inability to do stuff that I want to do stems from me struggling to maintain mentality in pubs and basically trying to overexert my mentality when I'm playing pubs. So I'd much rather play a few pubs than make sure I get my like 5 games in. What I am trying to do is at the end of my games, which I'm doing, first time I did today, is that I'm trying to just do a little bit of a journal on each game, and I assess it out of 10 how much mental effort that it took for me. It's kind of like a combination. I'd say like 5 of the 10 points, or maybe 4 of the 10 points is like literally concentration in order to play the game. And I would say like the other 6 points is like how tough was it to manage my composure based on like teammate communication, or I'm not playing very well, so I usually struggle with like getting in my own head. So I weighed each game and how much out of 10 I think that it took me to not took me to remain composed. So like the Medusa game I gave it a 7, the Necro game I gave it an 8, and the Marcy game I gave it a 5. The Marcy game was only a 5 because I consider the enemy being toxic as something that does take a toll on me, so I'd put that at a 2, and then I put a lot of time trying to micro the Helm Dom creeps, so that was like a 3. But yeah, so that's just something that I'm gonna try out and see how it goes. Do you think you'll be trying to stream earlier for the US crowd like you mentioned sometime before? So I'm definitely going to be shifting my times of streaming. It's not going to be consistent every day. It's going to be Monday through Thursday for sure. The tentative plan is that I will stream my Dojo Plus classes. I intend to talk to my Dojo Plus students first to see if there's any concerns for that. But I do believe it's important that the content I'm making in terms of educational and teaching people, lands on as many eyes as it possibly can, if I'm trying to have the biggest impact. So like on Mondays, my class is at 7 p.m. my time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern time. So my idea for Mondays was probably going to be like a 5 p.m. to like 9 p.m. stream. Play like 2 or 3 pubs, do the class, play 1 more pub. That was kind of like what I thought could maybe be Monday. But these are all just shower thoughts for now. I will make sure I update my stream schedule on Twitch once I feel confident that that's the time I want to stick to. I will make sure I do that. I'm not going to update it every time I swap it, but I will update it once I feel like once I feel like I'm very confident, like this is a good time to put it there for a while. Could you share your grading KPIs? I mean, it's more of a feels thing. Like I said, it's like a combination of mentality versus just how much I have to think in the Dota game itself. Like honestly, I'm not the best micro player, so when I'm using the creep during our high ground pushes and stuff, like that does take a lot of mental energy for me to like maintain positioning and microing the creep and not losing track of what's going on. So like that's an example where I'm really pushing myself. Like if I was a bit more mentally tired, I just wouldn't be microing the creep. I'm pretty interested in tactical discussion, probably more so than playing these days, so I'll enjoy the new content. Yeah, I mean, my goal also is, like, if I play these games, you know, I want to be able to answer your guys' questions, and I've found that when I become socially exhausted within the game itself, I basically just don't want to talk to you guys, because I don't have anything left. And I don't like the idea of playing Dota games and people not being able to ask me questions if they have them. So I feel like that's also a part of it. How have you been outside of Dota? Life's been very stressful recently because I was clearing out my old apartment. I lived there for 4 years, and I had honestly a lot of like extra shit that I just didn't need. And I had effectively like packed it away somewhere. So I probably threw out like 9 to 10 trash bags of stuff that I just didn't need anymore. And then last weekend I moved. So I spent like a total of probably 15 to 20 hours last weekend moving my stuff and also setting it up here. And I've got a lot of work to do here, but I'm very grateful to be in my new apartment, or new townhouse, I guess you'd say. And my girlfriend and I are going to a theme park on Saturday. So pretty excited about that. Gonna ride some roller coasters. We're going with her brother, so it should be fun. Life is settling in, so all things are good, to be honest. But I feel like I have a lot to figure out with regards to how I want to do my job. Find the right balance of content, socializing, community-based things. It's a tough balance for me. It's a very new venture, and there's going to be, quote-unquote, a lot of mistakes made along the way, a lot of lessons learned. So I think the number one lesson for me is that I simply do not want to play pubs when I don't want to allow myself to play pubs to a point where I don't even feel like I get really emo for the rest of the day. So like yesterday was a pretty rough day for me. Right now it happens to me maybe once every 5 to 10 days, where the pubs are particularly toxic and I don't want to play anymore. But I'm like, I told myself I would stream until 3 p.m. So that for me, and realizing that it's just not a good use of my mental, and prevents me from accomplishing a lot of the things that I wanted to accomplish throughout the rest of the day. Just trying to find a right balance there. Hope you don't mind me asking, is the girl you're the one with from the Breeze app? Yes. Her and I have been dating for a year and like 7 or 8 months. We started in January of last year, so yeah, a year and 8 months. I wouldn't consider that to be private per se. I wouldn't like tell you a lot of information about her because she has the right to keep her life private, but I'll tell you stuff that doesn't reveal anything about her, I guess, would be where I would draw the boundary. So I've had a couple dreams lately where I'm moving, but I'm moving from my crappy apartment to another crappy apartment. Your brain's like, yes, we're finally getting out of here. Shit. How many matches per month did you get on dating apps? On traditional dating apps, I didn't get very many, like Tinder and stuff. I didn't get too many matches. Also, I was the type of person that, I made a profile that was trying to get people to be attracted to me rather than just making a profile that is me. So I didn't end up attracting the people that I wanted to attract in the first place. So honestly, pretty much the second that I realized that crucial mistake that I was making, combined with Breeze, which is a really nice app for dating. The first month I was on Breeze, I had like eight matches. And went on like 8 first dates, I guess you could say, because that's what Breeze does. But then like 2 months later was when I started dating my partner right now. When do we get to say hi? Whenever if ever, she feels like coming on stream, she's welcome to do so. I've told her that there's no expectations and she's welcome to come on stream if she'd like to. Never had a chance to say, but thanks for your educational content you've made in the past. Helped me when I first started Dota. Awesome, man. I'm trying to work on how I accept gratitude, so I appreciate that a lot. Knowing that I had a positive impact on people's experience with Dota. Some people have told me that they only play Dota because of my content and guides, so that always means a lot to me. It's pretty cool to think that I have that big of a impact on some people's lives. So did you have a photo with a big fish? No, I never did the sunglasses or big fish photos. I just tried to be witty and funny in a way that wasn't really me. And instead, this time around, I made like SpongeBob jokes on my profile and stuff like this because that's what I think is funny, so. I mean, the thing about dating apps that's really tragic is that they are incentivized financially to not be successful. Like, if I find a girlfriend, then I'm no longer on the app. So, my issue with like 99% of things that are centered in the US is that the number one motivation or like the number one decision making criteria for most things, businesses included, or like all businesses, is money. So you see what happens to hospitals when that's the case. You see what happens to dating apps when that's the case. You see what happens to literally everything when the driving force is money. So for me, I think that, there was a study I read about that the most expensive hospitals in the US have some of the lowest level of care that the patients receive because they're for-profit privatized hospitals and the service actually goes down, which I think is really interesting. It turns out when your number one priority when helping people get better is to make money off of them, it probably doesn't result in very good treatment. I'm going to be honest, dating apps are really not a great way to meet somebody. I mean, in the Netherlands, for instance, Breeze is an amazing app. If I knew about Breeze and I was an app designer, I would literally try to make the same app in like New York City, for instance. Because the format of the app is difficult to... You can't really make it nationwide overnight because it requires like they have coordination with like nearby bars and stuff. But honestly, like if I lived somewhere else, I would just make Breeze. I'm done for the day, Zebrew. I coached with you a few years back and admittedly sucked, but you pulled me out of tilt mode and into focused improvement, which helped me in enjoying the game tenfold. Hell yeah, Dahari. Fuck yeah, dude. Daxari. Does Breeze work in Europe? As far as I know right now, it's only in Belgium and the Netherlands. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be ending the stream for the day. I'm going to go try to record a YouTube video. I'm really excited about a video that's coming out either today or tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. It's a video that's about mentality. It's going to be titled How to Recover from Loss Streaks and How to Deal Better with Tilt. I'm actually super excited to see what the people think when they watch it. I honestly think it's one of my best videos that I've ever made. I think it's one of those videos that's not going to get very many views because I think the majority of Dota players aren't really trying to work on their mentality. But I think for the people who watch it, it might be a game changer kind of video, honestly. But I really look forward to seeing the long-term effects of making these type of videos. It is going to be on my main channel. I plan to be having a mentality playlist on my main channel. The next video I'm going to be making is going to be talking about why Dota players aren't allowed to experiment on builds. I had a really interesting class about it on Monday, and it created a really interesting discussion. And my goal for these mentality issues, mentality-related issues, is my goal with the videos is to give you guys an idea of why I think it's happening, and then hopefully give you a practical solution to apply. Like, hey, right now you're doing this. This is the habit that you know. Let's replace that habit with this, and I think you'll find meaningful change. That's like the goal that I'm trying to create with these. So I want them to be actionable. I don't want it to just be like a discussion about mentality. I asked for a piece of advice non-Dota related. Yeah, man, if you have a quick piece of advice, or if you'd like a quick piece of advice, I can give you one if you'd like it. When's the next dojo class? The classes are always on Sunday and Monday at 7 p.m. You can find it in the event tab on the dojo. They're always there. It's a really good habit to get into if you're in the dojo, to just scan the events tab. It would help me a lot. Why is my stream deck not working? Either way, I'll have to fix that. But yeah, if you go to the dojo tab. My camera kind of blocks it, but there's the events tab up here. So you can see the classes. And they show in your time zone if you go up here, so. I've been sitting at roughly 7 kilos for the past 7-ish years, eating twice a day, brunch and dinner. Both are pretty dense in calories to compensate for missing meal, but I've been doing no sports. Since January, I've started squash with my girlfriend, and I've now dropped to 67. I want to roughly be between 70 and 75. What sort of foods could I eat to compensate? I mean, my best piece of advice that I know is to have protein in your diet, to have at least like, so for me, what I do to include protein in my diet is to have a protein shake every day. I actually have not been very diligent about that recently. to have protein yogurt in the morning. So I have protein yogurt with peanut butter and peanut butter grains. So I really like that in the morning. And then to also have a protein bar. So for me, that's my recommendation, is to just auto-include protein into your diet. You know, other things are like eggs and stuff, but yeah, I do whey protein with creatine. I personally have been slacking the last like 2 or 3 months because I've been really busy with other things, but I'm getting back into groove now. So yeah, it's protein shake plus yogurt plus protein bar. That would be what I would include in your diet. Yeah, Han Yolo gave very practical advice there. Everything Han Yolo said, I agree with. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will be back online on Monday. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I'll keep you guys posted on the updates to the schedule that will be coming. For the people who are going to be in the class, it is on Sunday at 7 p.m. I hope to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.